Hello and welcome to the guided tour of my e-learning course, Reading Comprehension Strategies That Work. My name is Erin O'Dwyer and I will be talking briefly about what this course entails, the prospective audience, and some of the key components of the course. I hope to give you a clear picture of what the course looks like and how it works to achieve the desired learning outcomes. So in this course, it's divided into 8 modules that are then further grouped into 3 different sections. So there's an introduction, there's the actual learning through experience, and then the last one, the review, reflect, and assess section. The course is designed for secondary educators of all subject areas and follows an eclectic approach to learning by incorporating constructivism, social learning, and brain-based research. The methodology of instruction uses the Assure model, mainly because it's developed for lessons that include technology because of its attention to analyzing the learners and centering lessons and materials around specific learning outcomes. So the audience for this course, basically I designed this training course to help educators learn new reading comprehension strategies. So it's designed mainly for secondary educators. Within this course, they'll learn about the new reading strategies, select appropriate strategies for a given task, and then apply that strategy when assigning a reading task to secondary level students. The participants or their prospective audience that I have planned, their experience and backgrounds and cultures varies quite a bit. So some of the teachers have newly acquired teaching licenses, others hold PhDs in their subject field along with decades of experience, and the ages range from 24 all the way up to maybe 65. And there are over 10 nationalities accounted for within this audience. Okay, so in the welcome section, I give a basic overview of the course and list the learning objectives in a general format. So have a basic understanding of how learning content in a second language can be challenging. So I'm trying to help them develop some empathy for their own students, be able to apply the 3 reading strategies into lessons, and then they will have an authentic assessment where they revise an existing lesson to include appropriate reading strategies. And the learning content is basically chunked into 3 learning through experience sections. So after they go through an introduction and a mini lesson on developing empathy, the learners will then go into their first strategy called reciprocal reading. And the other strategies are kind of set up exactly like this. So they're given a purpose. The learning strategy is a subheading, and they have 2 different ways of learning the strategy with a video and then also a timeline. And then the participants have a practice through flashcards and then an optional role play where they can actually try out the activity as if they were a student. So the flashcards give the participants just instant feedback about their understanding of what they've just learned, and then the role play is optional. Finally, the assessment for each of the learning activities or 3 learning strategies is a discussion where they basically talk about the benefits and drawbacks of the strategy and how they might use it in their classroom. So I'm hoping that they can build upon each other's knowledge and give each other feedback, and then the instructor for the course will of course also give feedback. And the final assessment can be found under the review, reflect, and assess. And it looks like this. So again, it gives you the purpose. So the format's kind of the same, what they will need, and the directions. Basically with this, they're going to either use a template that they already have from a lesson plan and incorporate the reading strategy in there, or they have a template that I've already created for them that looks like this. And in here, they will include their reading strategy, rationale, and potential obstacles or post-reflections of using that reading strategy. And then finally, they will go to this collaborative document where they will include their name, a link to their template, and then once they have this up here, their peers Peer number 1 will give them feedback. Peer number 2 will give them feedback. The instructor gives them feedback on the lesson, and then they can go back and revise as they like. And when they're happy with their final product, they just put a check mark in here, and that is the end of their assessment. Finally, there will also be an evaluation in the form of feedback survey. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing your feedback and suggestions and ideas to improve this.